Hey YouTube, my name is Justin. This is my new channel called Justin Jargon. The content is yet unknown, alright? But I'm going to introduce myself to you by talking about something that is heavily controversial right now. Okay, a lot of people, the country is torn up about this, right? Did you get one? Yeah. So obviously, I'm not talking about the newly elect president. All right, I'm not talking about Hillary Clinton. I'm not talking about any of that stuff. I'm talking about what's going on in Nintendo and its consumers. There's a lot of controversy going on about this because a lot of people lined up at their local retailers to get a copy of the NES Classic. All right, I was lucky enough to get one. All right, I'm not trying to rub it in anyone's faces. My introduction to Nintendo, though, begins with the SNES. Okay, so when I heard that this was coming out, I was all about it because I hadn't played most of these games. All right, I'm 34 years old. I am right in that age where most guys my age were playing the NES. All right, my friends had the NES. I didn't. Because my dad, he was a firm believer that boys needed to be outside playing. You know, he didn't buy me Power Wheels because he felt boys were supposed to be out riding their bikes and getting exercise. So he didn't waste time with game consoles until, you know, I was 10 years old, and NES came out, and I begged him for it, and he finally, the SNES came out, and I begged him for it, and he finally gave. And so, anyways, my introduction is really with the SNES. So I was super excited when I heard that they were going to cram 30 of the NES's best games on this console. All right, there's no way I wasn't going to get one. I'm not a big fan boy of Nintendo. All right, I used to be. Okay, I used to be all the way through the Nintendo 64. I was a fanboy. You know, no Sega, no PlayStation, nothing. Okay, I thought Nintendo was superior, and I thought, and I still do believe that those early generation consoles were superior. Don't hate on me, all right? Don't dislike me with the video just because. Don't dislike the video just because of my opinion here. But I do think Nintendo 64. I do think the Super Nintendo. I do think the NES. They're better than those first generation consoles. Anyways, I spent all night at Target the day that the GameCube came out, and that's when I started to kind of fizzle away from Nintendo. So I'm not a big Nintendo fanboy, but I was excited for this product. I went to Walmart 15 minutes before it opened. All right, I live in a town of about 14 to 15,000 people. All right, I'm about 75 to 80 miles away from the metropolitan area of my state, and so I knew that there wasn't going to be a lot of competition in getting this product here. And so I was kind of gambling on, like, oh, 15 minutes, is that going to be enough time for me to buy one of these to actually get one? You know, is there going to be a line at the retailer before I even get there at quarter to 7? That's what time my Walmart opens. But no, I was actually the first one there. All right, the next guy that came after me came about 5 minutes later. And so there wasn't a lot of competition for me. He and I easily walked, you know, we were conversing nicely. We walked into Walmart, didn't have to run, went to the electronics area. That was difficult to find some staff to help us, but ultimately, you know, I picked one of these up, and that's great. And by the way, this is not an unboxing. I have not opened it yet, but I bought it for my kids. All right, Christmas is just a month and a half away. I bought it for my kids as a Christmas present, and so this is for me, and it's not. So anyways, I'm waiting, all right? I'm waiting for a time when I can actually play this at Christmas. So anyways, I considered the possibility of buying two, all right? There are 6 of us in line. I think they had maybe 9 units. So 6 of us were initially there. We got our units, and as I was walking out of Walmart, I'm like, you know, should I buy another one? They're probably going to be a lot of money on eBay. And I thought, well, no, there's really an ethical problem with that. Scalping. You know, I don't agree with that. That's taking advantage of people, and that's obviously wrong. And, there's more honest ways to earn money out there. And so I passed the temptation. I could have easily made a U-turn, and I could have bought another one or two or three. I don't know how many. But regardless, after I got home, I went on eBay, and I looked at the prices of what these were going for, and I was really astonished. I mean, there weren't any $80,000 to $100,000 ones yet, but they were substantially high, you know, $500. And so I decided to start looking into YouTube. I started looking into other articles online about people's experiences in buying one of these. And I was really astonished at how many units Nintendo decided to ship to these retailers. And I'm not here to gripe about Nintendo. All right, I understand that they have a unique marketing campaign, creating hype. I mean, really, I mean, it really makes a lot of people angry. But those people ultimately are going to buy into the demand. They may not go on YouTube or on eBay and pay $500 for an NES Classic, but they're going to wait in line all the earlier to get themselves a copy when they ship their next batch out to the retailers. But you got to admit, Nintendo does have a unique marketing campaign. All right, a lot of these YouTubers who are complaining about this. They're saying this happened with the Nintendo DS. This happened with the Wii, and I understand that. All right, fool me once, you know that motto. You know better. I mean, you know these scalpers. They're getting there before you. They're being enticed by the dollar instead of you being excited for the product that's being sold. These guys are getting there sooner than you and buying them all out. Guess what? Just get there a little bit earlier. You know, this was announced in, I think, June or July that Nintendo was going to come out with this product. So you had that much more time to ask off the day from work so that you can get one of these. And so I guess my bottom line is I don't appreciate a lot of the complaining. Now, yes, I have one. I totally understand that. But please, Nintendo has promised that they are going to be shipping more before the holiday season. And as much as we understand it, this isn't going to be a limited release. I can expect that we will be finding a substantial amount in the store shelves this summer. So everyone that's complaining about it, all you're doing is you're complaining that you don't have it in your hands now. I can't play it now. All right? Be patient. Just wait. You will get one. I promise you. All right? So you have to be ambitious, more ambitious than the scalpers. Okay? You have to be, you got to be, assert yourself in order to get one. And I understand, all right? I'm going to see it in the comments. Well, I was there 4 hours ahead of schedule, and you know, they're handing out golden tickets to the first 10, and I was the 12th one, and I didn't get it. Patience, all right? You're going to get your hands on one. Just settle down, please. And I think there are more important things to be concerned about in our nation right now than an NES Classic. Okay? So I'm signing off to you. You will get one. Listen, if you like the content of this video, then please subscribe to my channel, like this video, and tune in for more. And we'll see what I bring to the table here on YouTube. Adios.